Hey guys, Inspired Speculator here with my first video. Today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of last night's trading session. Currently attempting to get the Topstep 50k account challenge passed. We're at about 51,500 right now, 1,500 more to get. And I'm going to be starting a little series here following through every day of my trading. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we are, just showing my account balance firstly. As you can see, 51,500. And now let's move into the session. So here we go. Alrighty, so spectating the New York Open here. I've got this set on about 8 times speed. You can see it sharp move down at market open. Just marking out the 15-minute sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency here. And as you can see, we had a large bearish move during the London session and the Asian session. I wasn't able to be part of that, but because of that, I'm not expecting price to be too favorable today. It is a Monday and we don't have any like major news drivers. So yeah, not expecting too much here, just mostly spectating price. Marking out that 1 minute sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency up there. And I've got my eye down the bottom there at 18,415, the 15-minute buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency down the bottom there. So not much happening here in market open, just kind of hovering around the same price. I do note soon that the DXY, the US dollar index, is moving alongside the Nasdaq in the same direction. Another sign of unfavorable price action there. I'm generally looking for the US dollar to be moving against the Nasdaq to have the favorable price action. Just marking out the 1 minute sell side imbalance, buy side efficiency there. Just looking for it to draw into that 15-minute BISI, but just won't quite get there. There we go. I'm showing the DXY there on the left. Want to pause it. And guys, let me know if it's sped too fast or if you wanted me to commentate over it in like real time. I might do some live streams coming up as well. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, for the moment, just going to commentate over the price action sped up every single day. So price moving higher here. Not really much for me to get on. Uh, just too fast, really. Yeah, aggressive move. Really aggressive move here. So we call that a Judas swing. So at market open, the price drops considerably and then retakes the range it dropped from pretty much immediately. Sometimes it can happen slower, sometimes it can happen faster. Today was definitely a example of it happening faster. So I'm looking, I don't know if you can see there, but I'm looking at that buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, just above the 0.25 dotted line there. Price is respecting it. I haven't marked it out yet, but I will soon. Price is respecting that area there, and I'd look for it to draw up into the 1 minute, the blue shaded area there, and potentially into that red shaded area. There you go. Not really interested in anything here, but just spectating, gaining some experience, getting a feel for the price action and whether or not I even want to interact with it today in terms of taking trades, that is. So my focus has shifted down a bit lower there, but I'm still keeping my eye on that same buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency there, that one that I had marked earlier. Just looking at the bodies here. So the wicks do the damage, the bodies tell the story. So if the bodies are respecting that, then that is a good sign of support. So if we look into the little 5-minute screen there on the bottom left, we can see we also have a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency there, which price is respecting alongside with that 1 minute. But as you can see here, very choppy, very back and forth. Not really anything I want to be a part of here. There we go, a nice move up into that 1 minute Sibi. And now looking for movement into that opening gap midpoint. So the opening gap is basically the difference between the closing price, in this case on Friday, there we go, hit, and the New York opening price today at 9:30. And that's just a midpoint. So you can see we have the previous day close up there, up the top of the screen, just next to the P&L for the day. Looking for price to respect that area it's just dropping into now. So I'm going to look on the lower time frames again. Where that purple shaded area is there, the 15-minute sell side imbalance, we have a 1 hour sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency also, which is a lot larger. I think I'll mark that out soon, but mainly keeping my eye up there for the draw now. Draw on liquidity, that is. It actually wasn't a bad little bullish move out of that area we previously spoke about, that 5-minute buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. But nothing really to take my eye or get me engaged in the price action today. Usually for me, Mondays are just a spectator day. I come into the market, spectate it for the morning session, and generally won't really trade. It's generally not a very favorable day. If we have like non-farm payroll later that week on like a Friday, then I will usually look to trade Monday. But generally Mondays for me, not the best day for trading. Thursdays for me are usually my favorite day to trade. It's usually when you can get a pretty good grasp on what price is done throughout the week, and using that data, you can have a pretty confident idea of where price is drawing to, whether it be bullish or bearish, or whether it's just going to consolidate. You don't want to even be part of it anyway. So price moved up into that 15-minute Sibi. Look at how the bodies respected that. I think, yeah, I'll say that here. Look at the bodies. The wick moved above a bit deeper into the 1 hour, which I mark out. Yeah, that's the 1 hour marked in red. So moved a bit deeper, but the body's respected the inefficiency. And now we come back down into the 5-minute buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency on the bottom left hand of the screen there. See how price reacts to that. Ideally here, we're looking for price to move higher up into that previous day close range there. So a little bit more above the red shaded area, above where price is now. You've got the black red dotted line and the black line again. Looking for price to move up into there now. Close off that gap created from Friday. So you can see there in that top left hand chart there, the 1 hour chart, how much price moved bearish during the overnight session. So not much really to comment on here. Price is just meandering around, kind of bouncing between that red shaded area and the blue shaded area. It's not really doing much. It's the thing with trading, it's all about the patience most of the time, actually all of the time. Risk management and patience. So we're coming up on around 10:47 a.m. here, so nearly a bit over an hour into the session. Usually I like to get, if I'm going to trade the New York session, I would like to get my trades in between that 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. period. Uh, Sometimes I can trade the pre-market, so from 7 a.m. Often I like to trade London, so from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is the London kill zone. But generally, my favorite session to trade is New York. And that is it. So called it a night there at around 10:52 a.m. Wasn't really happy with what I was seeing, to be honest. It's very high resistance, as I discussed earlier in the video. Don't usually like to trade Mondays. It's only very specific circumstances with certain news events later in the week that I like to trade Mondays. So yeah, called it a night, and boy, am I glad I did, because this photo is representing the rest of the price action for the day, and as we can see, very high resistance. So yeah, no trades taken today, but that's the trading game, isn't it? You don't want to be trading every day if you want to be trading consistently, especially in price action like this. So I'll do a bit of an analysis of the rest of the day's price action there. So you can see I've shown here on the photo where I cut the video off. So moved a bit higher after that, eventually in the PM session moving up to take the previous day's close out, which is what I wanted to see really, but the way we got there would have just been me sitting there for hours watching price pretty much just meander around the same point. So very glad I cut it off when I did.